All right, y'all, welcome back once again to another edition of the Diggie A2 podcast. We are now on our last stop on the FBA journey, the evolution. So let me tell you a little story about this gentleman I'm going to bring in here. I got a chance to meet this gentleman on November 14th of 2020. He probably doesn't remember this, but I'm going to remind him real quick. He was performing at a small venue called Barleycorns in Wichita, Kansas, and it was my birthday weekend. And after this, he was a headline in the show, actually. So he got out there and does his thing, and I'm like, yo, this dude is dope as shit, man. Like, I've never even, like, I've heard of him, but I've never seen him. And then to make it so bugged out, after the show was over, me and my wife got a chance to go over and talk to him and talk to his, or now fiance. And he was just one of the coolest, like, most humblest people I've ever met on this journey. And he is, in my eyes, the biggest celebrity that I've talked to on this podcast so far. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring to you Mr. Jehry Robinson is in the building. Jehry, what's good, my good sir? Talk to the people, man. What's happening?
Yo, what's going on, man? Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Nah, thank you, brother. What's going on, man? It's so good to have you with us. And you know what's crazy when I talk about that story? When I met you, you were like, "Yo, man, just talk to Tara. Just talk to Tara, man. Just talk to her. She'll set it up." And I was like,
right.
Okay, that's cool. But now, you know, looking back, I'm like, "Oh, shit, man, that makes sense now." Because Tara's like, yo, she does it all, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. She's a facilitator of everything, man. She's special, man. She's a unique part of the puzzle for sure.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Well, hopefully you're feeling good, brother. I know the weather here in Kansas City doesn't want to make up his mind whether it want to be hot, cold. I don't know what the hell this season is right now. Yeah. I can't figure it out, bro. Like I don't know what it is. It's
crazy. It was hailing earlier today. So some kind of hail. I mean, it was like half hail, half rain. I don't know, man. It doesn't do that. It doesn't do that in New York. Whatever it was doing.
Yeah, right. So, well, I'm not from New York, but I know you're here from the great city of New York. Shout out to New York. I got family up there. I'm sure they're gonna be tuning in right now when I tell them that who I am talking to. Like they're gonna be bugging out. So shout out to all the Jehry Robinson fans across the United States and especially in his home state of New York. But Jehry, thank you for spending time with me this evening, sir. I have a couple of areas that I want to talk to you about specifically. And the first question is, what inspired you to do music?
Man, probably. So I always say like either everything or nothing at all. So like there's days when every single thing in the world inspires me. Like I wake up, I see the sun shining through the window. You know what I'm saying? I go out to the car. I see a baby with their moms, and I'm feeling like, damn, I need to write songs and I need to create. Or it's like days I wake up and the energy just doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing. So I always say the real answer is either like every single component of life, the good and the bad, or nothing. Sometimes nothing inspires me. I get days where I just can't find it. You know what I mean? Those are days where I just go like take a walk. You know what I'm saying? Go for a run. Man, try to go out, to eat something or watch a movie or something like that. And I learned to do that through time. Like when I don't feel inspired, to learn how to just pull back for a second and zoom out and be like, yeah, all right, what's the next move? But but that's it, man. Like everything inspires me. Really, the end answer is everything. You know what I'm saying? Truly, doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? This fucking really like mundane, stupid shit we do in life inspires me sometimes. Yeah. Like, why the fuck do we do this? When we write, the way we write a Twitter post and then like erase it and then rewrite it and then be insecure on what we want to say to the world. You know what I'm saying? Like all those little things like that inspires me. It's like why we do the shit we do as humans, why we act the way we act. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that, man. I think that, I think from what it sounds like to me is everything is inspirational, but you choose what inspires you and what doesn't, which talks about the energy in that, you know what I mean? Like there's energy in different energies, bad vibes, good vibes or whatever. So I think that's creative, man. That's dope. And I love your music. In My Feels is my shit, man. Like, I don't know where you pulled that song out from, man, but that is my shit, dude.
That's probably one of my favorite songs of all time, man. Like, my song or not, that's probably one of my favorite songs. Like, I love that record too. So I feel you on that, you know.
Yo, man. Like, I mean, if our audience is not heard in my fields, I'm gonna make sure they listen to that and support you and push you as far as you can go, man. So yeah, that's my shit. I know it's like early in the interview, but I just want to get that out there early. You know what I'm saying? But now let's talk about music versus business. So how is it with you being in the music industry and then being a part of a management crew? How do you not let those two worlds collide? How do you be creative but still make a business at the same time?
Like probably the clearest answer would be like being transparent, just saying whatever the fuck it is we're feeling at that moment, and not letting that shit like fester, you know what I'm saying? Not holding it in and then blowing up and exploding on each other and stuff like that. So it's really just, it's just about being like directly to the point, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And anything that I do or we all should do in life is just be direct, say exactly what it is you want. Cause that's the only way we could really like transmit an idea. Is like, this is exactly what I want to do. And then someone could judge it. They could not like it, whatever. But at the end of the day, a lot of people don't do that. It sounds simple. It sounds like a simple thing to do. It sounds like, of course, but most people don't do it. They don't, like, you know what I mean? Like people want to get an interview with me and then they come at me in 8 different ways and then whatever, and then become my friend. And they're like, hey, can you do my podcast? Like, hey, you should have just kicked it off with exactly what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? You should have just openly said, this is what I want. And the people that have the ability to do that usually like get what they want because they know exactly what it is. And they state what it is every day. So that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? That's how we balance it. It's just being open and being real.
Yeah, you know I hear you, man.
Saying exactly what happened all the time, not lying, not fabricating, not telling lies on people, not trying to hurt anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's up. Just moving in a good way as a unit. You know?
Yeah, I feel you. So do you find it at times hard to make your music because of the business or vice versa? Is there any push-pull in both of those worlds?
Yeah, no, honestly, music is an outlet, man. Like, so like I would say, you know, I'm a businessman first, if anything, you know, like music is an outlet to me to express what I'm going through in business. I'm saying, and you know, outside of music, you know, I was always, I ran a video production company, you know what I'm saying, content creation companies, and did all that, and you know, shot and produced and directed and edited music videos for a while, you know what I'm saying, and that was something that I was really into on a business end. So music is always separated to me. I'm like, look, if this isn't my soul, or I'm not feeling that void filled from it, and it's just for money, I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's not, I'd rather go do video or do something that is not my passion and then do that on the side. Like keep it as a hobby. Cause that's what fuels the passion. Once it becomes something like, I need to do this in order to eat food, you start draining. Now I'm looking at the thing I once loved, right? And I'm like, damn, this is stressful and gotta get it in. So I created a job out of something that was the only thing I actually fucking enjoyed. I took away the actual enjoyment of my favorite thing in the world. So I try not to ever go back to that point. You know what I'm saying? And even with the team, it's like, we're gonna run this business and make sure we do what we got to do, but also we're going to be humans and we're going to fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And we're not going to judge each other on how we fucked up in the business world when we hanging out, or we, you know what I mean? Or we just having a conversation, or someone had a fucking, got a new job or did this, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just about judging each other lightly and not blending both worlds all the time and being mad at each other. Like, ain't no need for that.
Yeah, man, I hear you, bro.
Winning, bring it back to winning every time. All right, we fucked up. Cool. How we gonna win now?
Let's learn from that. Let's keep it pushing. Yeah, I feel you on that, man. So with that in mind, let's talk about music for a little bit, man. Is in your wheelhouse, your expertise, my good sir, is the music, and the music you make is touching the hearts and minds all over the world. So if I were to grant you 3 dream collaborations, dead or alive, who would you choose and why?
Nice. Okay, dead or alive. One right now would be J. Cole. Big J. Cole fan.
So what's up?
I listen to a lot of early stuff and shit. Lately, I go through phases. Two would be, I don't know if you know the homie Chica. She is the dopest, man. She just dropped a new album. Chica is a new artist, and then I always say Bob Marley, man, because something about his presence in the world was just impactful. You know, outside of just his voice, you know what I'm saying? Just his overall impact and shit. I just would like to be around that shit. You know what I mean? And you know, I think there was like a simplicity in him that like he just things for what they were. You know what I'm saying? And just spread love and shit. And you know what I'm saying? I fuck with that, man. I fuck with that vibe that was needed. I hope I could be something of that in my music career, like something of that. And I would never say I could be Bob fucking Marley or have that impact. But you know what I mean? If I was to compare, because that music just spreads joy. Like it spreads love. It feels good. His sounds, the shit that he radiated through the world makes everybody feel good 20, 30, 40, 100 years later. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to do. So definitely Bob Marley being number one, man.
That's what's up, man. That's a pretty extensive list, man. You kind of caught me off guard there, bro. That's good. That's good stuff, man. Good stuff.
That's just where I'm at right now.
Right now, tomorrow could be something different, right?
All the time, because a lot of people ask me that shit, and I'm like, you know what? It depends how I'm feeling right now. You know what I mean? That's what you get from me is like how I'm feeling at the moment. That's what.
Hey, I hear that, man. Hey, I'm good with that, bro. I'm good with that, man. So continue to talk about music. How would you describe your music to someone that has never heard your music before?
Damn, I would describe it as back to what I was just saying about me just spewing me. And this is just my emotions. I might be sad, I might be happy, you know what I mean? I might be angry, all in one. And this is the song that came out that day. So my music is just a representation of like all of how I'm feeling all the time. You know, every day is a different feeling. So you get a different song. I love reggae, I love hip hop, I love pop music. Like you'll hear everything in there because that's what I love. And I just only know how to be inspired by like the shit I came up on, you know what I'm saying? So
what's up? Everything
comes out. All my, you know, everyone that inspired me comes out, you know what I mean? Like from Jada Kids back in the day, I used to listen to the Locks, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, man, I'll listen to, you know, a Taylor Swift song or something. I'll be like, damn, I love this song. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck what it is. It's just like, you can't deny what it makes you feel. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't classify it, whether it's my music or anybody else's. Like, it has to go in a genre. So I think I'm at hip hop, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, there is no genre to what it is. It's just a sound created by a person trying to capture a feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, does this feel to you or not? That's really what music. Yeah. So it's at the end of the day, Jehry. You know, like you mentioned, it's art. It's art. It's what it is, man. It's no different than what you create than what a painter does. You know what I mean? Like, it's no different than that. It's all art. Got all colors on there and shit. I got a crazy ass, but it's just like, yo, if you hear it and it does something to you, whatever that may be, it inspires you, it makes you feel happy, it allows you to like break through or feel sad feelings, whatever it may be. It's just, I'm really just trying to evoke some emotion from you and help you, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not trying to hurt anybody who listen to my music. Like that's the thing. And I know it gets deep, but it's like some of the music in the world is like, is this really helpful to the work? Like, you know, being that conscious, you know, maybe I'm too conscious, but like, does it really help anybody to promote doing fucked up shit? Yeah. Or to promote doing drugs all the time and shit? Like, does that help anybody? No. Yeah. There's people who suffer from that shit all day. So it's like, damn, maybe I shouldn't say, even if I smoke weed, even if I do this or that, it's like, maybe I shouldn't, you know, these kids think I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why would I go out of my way to promote that I do something that they shouldn't do or you know, isn't going to help them in the future? You know man. Hey, that's deep, brother. That's deep. Yeah. Like that speaks to a lot of music today, man. You know what I mean? Like a lot of music is just like a lot of no shade on anybody who does that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, go ahead, bro. Saying, this is how I feel. You know what I mean? That's no shade on anybody who makes a song. Everybody makes songs about smoking weed and drinking and doing drugs and shit, and that's cool. But like, I just sometimes maybe I think too much about that shit. You know what I mean? And then sometimes I'm just myself, and I admit like, hey, I do this, but I try not to, even if I say here's what I do or here's what I did, I try not to say you go do that too. Right. It's like, but I grew up on Eminem saying like, don't you want to grow up and be just like me? Like, so, you know, and I respect the fuck out of that man.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. One of the greats. No doubt.
Yeah, of course. Like, it fucking made me who I am and shit, you know, that music. But it's like, I don't know, for myself personally, that's all I can speak for ever. And it's like, I just sometimes can't even I'm like, nah, there's no need. You know, and I think even he feel like that in it now. Actually, if you probably spoke to him now, he'd probably be like, yeah, there's probably no need to do that because he got kids and shit. And he, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a vibe to me. You know what I'm saying? But it's important. And I think about, I probably overthink that shit. So the new music, some of the new music lately, I'm not thinking. I'm having fun. I'm just having fun, and I don't give a fuck. And the thing is, to come off with an aura that you don't give a fuck and keep it real. Like, you actually have to not give a fuck. And maybe even in my earlier projects, like, I gave a fuck. I did. I cared a little more about what people thought. I was a little more insecure. You know what I'm saying? Certain things I didn't want to do. I didn't want to be judged. But like, I just lost that because I realized like how fucking, how much it can hinder you and how unnecessary it is to even have that extra thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. You make a song and you say, hey, I love this. And if you love it and you put everything into it, like, nothing matters on that shit. No, none of the good and the bad. Yeah. Whether they say it's good or they say it's bad, you don't listen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Like,
that's facts, dude.
They say you the GOAT. Don't let that shit go to your head. They say you the fucking worst ever. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that shit go to your head either. Shout out to the homie D-Win, man. He said that shit to me before a show one time. I took that with me, man. I was like, that's dope, because whether they think you're the greatest or they think you're the worst, like, you can't listen either way. You got.
You know what I respect about that, Jehry? I remember that night when I met you, right? When I met you for the first time, if I remember correctly, Barleycorns wasn't even that crowded. Like, it was maybe like, I would say max. It probably was like 35. COVID. It was like maybe, well, how many people was it? Maybe, I know it was at least under 100. There wasn't that many people in there. But
yeah, no, definitely. I think it was like a 40 cap or something like that.
Yeah, it wasn't that many people. But my point is,
we've been doing a few of those, bro. 40 cap, 80 cap. But
it was not that many people. But my point is, bro, when you got on the stage, it didn't matter if it was 3 motherfuckers in there, man. You went in there and rocked it and gave everybody that was there to see you their money's worth. So that's what I respect about you, man. Like, you
I appreciate that, because I go hard for that. And it's like, I know people, they'll drive 8 hours to come see a show where there's gonna be 40, 50 people in the coronavirus, like, where it's dangerous and people aren't coming out. And like, people to those shows, a lot of people will buy tickets and they won't come, but they'll say, yo, I can't come because of the current situation. Yeah. But I bought 2 tickets for me and my girl. I said, yo, that's the crazy shit that's going on right now. And it's like, yo, you coming out and you driving or whatever, and you bought a ticket and came here. I gotta go as hard as I would if there was 2,000 people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta go harder, if anything. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is my chance. This is all I have. That's like a show to me right now. Yeah, that's a real show. Right now,
it's pretty much all you. Yeah, it's all you got to eat. Well, if not really to eat, but at least a source. You know what I mean? Yeah, I feel you.
I'm grateful for it, man. I'm just grateful that anybody connects with my shit. You know what I mean? Me as a person or my music. That shit is unbelievable to me every day.
Man, it was dope, man. I mean, to your point, I drove 3 hours, man. Jehry Robinson headline, I gotta be there. You know what I mean?
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, wow. I never even heard most of your music. I had to do like a little bit of homework beforehand. But man, when you got on the stage, man, it didn't matter how many people were in there, man. You brought the same energy, and I was like, yo, man, I got mad respect for this dude, man, because there's not that many people in here. Man. And we were sitting there, and you rocked the house, man. And which brings me to my next point, man. Let's talk about 2020, man. 2020 was an up and down roller coaster year for you, man. So what did you learn from 2020 that you're going to bring with you into the new year?
I learned that nothing really matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything that you ever thought was the right answer, you're gonna have to reevaluate. The things that you think are guaranteed, or, you know what I'm saying, that was your game plan. You had your planned out for the next 3 years. You need to erase that shit, start over, and be free to adapt, like adapt or die kind of thing, man. Like, we're going to have to figure out different ways. Like, podcast is a new thing. So you out here with one, that's it. Some people will adapt and find different ways to bring in money and bring good content to the world. You know what I'm saying? People will find different ways to innovate. And that's really what I'm going into it with, like strong energy of just like, cool. It's somebody's throwing a pitch every day. Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be a curveball, but I'm out here in the rain, in the cold, bat, stance. I'm running. When I'm not batting, I'm running around the bases, getting ready, getting my body tight. And it's like, you know, that pitch is going to come. I'm going to swing as hard as I fucking can every single time. And if you don't like that, then I can't spend the mental energy to even focus on that shit. I'm out here in the rain and they throwing these pitches. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got shit to do. You know what I mean?
No, I hear you, man. And that's spot on. Your 2020 album is phenomenal. I'm not gassing you up. It's phenomenal. I ain't gassing nobody up. It's dope. I love it. I love the energy that you bring to it. I love like the different, like you mentioned, like your the way you create music it's not like all kind of, it's like a 2020, your album is a journey, man. It's all different kinds of shit on there. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It sounds crazy. It's dope. I love it, man. But one of the last things I want to mention is about your specific team, the FBA management team, which is the reason why you're on the showcase with us. So I got a chance to talk to Tara. I spoke to Wash, Tom, Bree. I got to talk to can't think of my name on top of my head. Rose. Talk to Rose the Mermaid.
Rose the Mermaid.
Right?
Shout out Rose the Mermaid. Yeah,
I talked to your entire team, and now I end up with you. So what is it like working with your phenomenal team? What is it like, man?
Man, it's amazing. Everybody literally grows every day. Like we're all just like-minded. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually I put us in a crib in Kansas City, and we out here just building, man, every day, just trying to take small steps. You know what I'm saying? People think that they're gonna get to the promised land. It's just gonna appear one day, you know, like some magical fairy is gonna come and just give you everything. And we don't believe that at all, man. We just wake up every day and we take small steps every day, no matter how small they are. We work really hard to take them. You know what I'm saying? We put, like you said, that small show, you know, where we vibed. It's like same thing, man. That's a small little step, but we putting 100% into that. You know what I mean? So it's amazing working with people that get it, and everybody feels the same way, and everybody believes the same thing. It's like if you know something to be true, and then you go around and tell someone, every person that believes it makes it more of a real fact. Like every person you believe in FBA and doing this whole expose, shout out to you, makes it more real. It makes it like, damn, other people are starting to see what we're doing, but that's not what we do it for. But it's amazing to be noticed, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, man, for real.
Yeah, man, no doubt, man.
Man.
Yeah, man, no doubt. I talked to your homeboy Tom earlier, man, and your homeboy Tom reminds me of, I told him he looks like an enforcer, man. He looks like that dude, like if the dude will pay you your money, you know what I mean? You go to Tom, you go, Tom, man, I ain't get paid. Yo,
Tom is very Tom's very on budget, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he pays attention to the numbers and, you know, make sure we're not doing anything stupid. It's like, hey, you can't, you know, we're not gonna be able to shoot this video because we got to get, you know, you didn't factor in, we got to get this much food for the crew. Right. We got to feed everyone, or, you know, like he always just has things tightened up, you know what I'm saying? Where you need that type of shit in this.
Yeah, man.
You got a bunch of creatives in the room. Man. Nobody's writing anything down and you know what I'm saying? Nobody's like paying attention to things because we're so busy creating it that nobody's paying attention to like, hey, what time? What's the address? Is the address locked in the Uber? You know what I'm saying? Like those type of things, or, you know, oh shit, we don't got the address. We just call homie. Like we got two artists talking to each other and they like, I don't even know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So like that type of shit can't facilitate the video to get done. You know what I'm saying? You need people to be there and be on point and be paying attention to the things that the artists aren't. And that's really fucking important. Like Tara is like the facilitator of it all. You know, like I said before, like she really brings it together and like kind of makes it understandable sometimes to everybody, where it's like there's a lot of moving parts, but if you calm down and just focus, it's really like, all right, we got to put this over here, we got to do that. And Tara really understands how to do that, you know what I'm saying? Where you know, I'm gonna start doing it, and then I'm gonna like leave for a second and go write a song, and then 2 hours later it's gonna be a bunch of you know what I mean, a bunch of notes on the table. I'll be like, what the fuck was I talking about? You know, where Tara's gonna have it all organized and put in a folder. And you know what I mean? Like that's the type of stuff that a lot of artists don't realize. You know, like I'm gonna manage myself. It's like, well, if you're gonna manage yourself, it's like you said before, it's gonna be really hard to create something of worth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you worrying about every single detail of it, and talking to all the people and everything, you could do it. Don't get me wrong. Like I always felt like I could do it and stuff, and I probably could, but I swallow my pride and say, yo, man, we need individuals to lift us up. And I mean, you know what I mean? I need them, they need me. And that's the type of bond that grows. And when both people like really like need something from one another and can both get it to one another on time and both make money and both, you know, gain accolades and move forward in their life. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gains and feels good. And that's the energy I'm always trying to provide. It's like, fuck that, man. We're like too many people out here just worrying about themselves. It's like you worry about yourself and then you get everything you want. You wind up with yourself just alone. Yeah. Like nobody fuck with you because you fucked over everybody. You got it all now. But like, what are you going to just sit there? You know what I'm saying? It's facts.
I feel you, man. I feel you. But yeah, your team was phenomenal, man. And the one theme that I've heard from everybody that I've interviewed is the word family. It feels like everybody that I mentioned that I've interviewed from your squad mentioned the word family. It feels like a big family. You know what I mean? So I think that culture is created. It's not like something you can.
Got it right here, bro.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, like, you know, I got it behind me. You know what I mean. So, like, it's a family. You know what I'm saying? So,
I love seeing it. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like I tell people all the time, man. Like, it is family because it's like I just get choked up you even saying that, man. Because it is, man. And that's what I ride for, right? Like that's what I have out here is like that logo behind you is like that's what I got. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then for strange music to come along and even just the same way you are right now, just notice it. Just notice it and give us a dap. You know what I'm saying? Say, hey, that's cool. You know, the logo's cool, the name's cool. I see the vision. Like sometimes it really takes somebody who's executed your vision to see your vision. And believe it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
To make yourself believe it even. Like, you know, for Travis Tech to come along, like Travis, you know, I met him early on before I linked with Tech and like we were just talking on a business level. Like he taught me so much in like fucking one day I met him. You know what I mean? I already learned all the questions that you can't Google. There's questions you can't Google. Right. You know what I'm saying? Really though, sometimes like you know, you can do the research, but like you gotta talk to someone. You need to really understand and make it real. It's like I've never seen nobody, you know, build a $100 million fucking empire or whatever. So it's not real to me. I wake up every day, homie smoking a blunt on in the studio. Ain't nobody doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody broke and that's how we live. But like, then you see a motherfucker who actually went out and built something like that. And he's in real form and he's talking to you and he's telling you that, yo, I can see your vision. Yeah. You say, oh shit. You know what I mean? That shit makes it real for you. Times and you know that's like honestly my goal is to be in a position to do that to someone else man and believe in their shit as much as Chad did that for us, you know what I'm saying? And then the whole team was always there. It's never like, you know what I mean, like Strange came along and the team just stayed in place. Actually, we were in New York, everybody gradually came to Kansas City. It wasn't like the whole team moved out. It wasn't like, yo, I moved the whole team in. It was like, yo, I'm gonna come out, like I want this. All right, cool. Everybody like made their way back. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't provide at that time to say, hey, oh, we're going to live in a big mansion with the team. It's a pandemic. We don't got it like that. This is real life. You know what I mean? So it's like, I was like, yo, I don't know what we're going to do, but we got to figure out a way with it. And then everybody one by one kind of all came to Kansas City and said, let's fucking do this shit. And that there's no way we losing on that because that's such a powerful fucking energy and force every day, constantly towards one worthy goal. You know what I'm saying? And man, fuck you if you think we ain't getting there. I don't got no time for that. We in this bitch right now. You know what I mean?
I hear you. And which brings me to my last and most important question of the night, Jehry, and that is the future. How do you want your future to look like? Whether it's with the management team or with your career, what do you want your future to look like? How do you want to shape out?
I want number one singles. Like I want to have a number one record. I want the number one record in the entire world. Like that's I go in the studio and I'm not trying to make that. I'm just going to keep making my shit and keep believing in who I am and producing what I produce because I want a number one, man. And that's it. And why like it just gives me something to wake up and work towards. You know what I'm saying? However you view it. But that's something in the future that I want. You know what I'm saying? I want children. I want I want a family, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to build something special that lasts for them, you know, build some generational wealth that,
Yes.
you know, provides different shit for people that the opportunity have, or, you know what I'm saying, my father didn't have, or his father didn't have, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I want to help shift that block a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And help other people as well, man. You know what I'm saying? Do a lot of things. There's so many things wrong with the world, and everyone just goes, well, I can't do nothing about it. But
Yeah.
if you make $1 billion, you can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I want to make a lot of money, not to make a lot of money because just knowing like, hey, $1 billion can help a lot of people, right? And if it was in my hands, it's better off than being in some of these motherfuckers' hands that have that. They're not doing the right things, you know what I'm saying? They're not putting it in the right places. You holding it under your mattress when motherfuckers is hungry, or this can be helped, or whatever, you know, and they hold it. That's greed, you know what I'm saying? And that's one of the biggest killers right there, greed. You know what I'm saying? Man. So I'm trying to make a lot of money, but I you know, although it's like I have a line on the new album, you got to understand that it's the devil, but the only way to help it. You know what I'm saying? Like you could hate it all day, but it's like the more I hate it, the more I want to get, because I could control it a little more. You know what I'm saying? I could control the narrative of what it is. Then why not stop until I get there? Fuck it. You know what I mean?
I feel you, man. I feel you. I think that's phenomenal, man.
While I'm here, let's help the world, man. Let's change it a little bit. Do something.
Yo, man, like that's inspirational for our audience that's watching. Jehry Robinson, speak the truth, man. Like, I hope that you all take away a little bit of those gems that he just dropped on us, and his blessing of our podcast today and our platform. But Jehry, we got to start wrapping things up, my dude. And how we wrap things up on the Diggie A2 platform is with shout outs. So, my brother, who are you shouting out this week, my good sir?
I'm gonna shout out Travis O'Gwen and Tech Nine.
Without
big facts, man, huge, and the whole FBA team, my family back home, man. And I shout out y'all, man. I shout out y'all.
Salute, man.
Together, making this whole thing happen, this whole expose. I hope people gain something from it. And you know what's cool about it is maybe people, you know, less people will be interested, but as time goes on, I think through the years, people will come back and watch this. And you know, when the more we build and the more we grow, really maybe get some inspiration and see us at this point right now. So thank you for capturing that and letting people see it. Hopefully it inspires people. Hopefully we go on to get that #1, baby. That's it. That's all I ask, man. You know? Yo,
that's what's up, man. I'm gonna be like, yo, I interviewed that cat before he was #1. You know what I mean? Like, he was on our podcast first before he blew up, but then he got too expensive for you to have on a podcast. I mean, like, that's what's going on.
Back. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it every year.
Yo, Jehry, that's what's up, man. So to everybody that's watching right now, thank you all for attending. You know, always want to give a shout out to our followers, fans, supporters. Shout out to FBA management. Shout out to your entire family. Jehry, wish you all the success you can handle, my brother. And we're going to watch you grow, and you're going to get that #1. I guarantee it's going to happen, man.
Hey, I like that, man. Bless you guys.
What's up, man. Yo, so shout out to everybody, man. Y'all be easy and keep your damn mask on, all right? 100. We'll see you soon, man, all right? Peace.